of the Erasmus Day. Our session today is all about collaboration, not only among us, but among us, the PeerCollab partners, but also with projects and institutions. We'll be discussing today and exploring the many ways we can boost engagement in higher education, learning from one another, and at the same time, start thinking how we can actually build synergy, build partnership, that even lead to more opportunities. So we hope that this webinar is a great opportunity, not just to learn about PeerCollab Project, but also to exchange experiences, best practices, and also, again, potential collaboration and synergy. So hopefully there can be something grow out of this dialogue. So if we can change the slide, Paula, just to go and have a quick overview of what is ahead in the agenda. So we'll start with a warm-up activity. So I prepared something very fun for us to do just to get the topic a little bit head started. And then after that, we're going to share a little bit about our project, who we are, what we do, and especially why we do what we do. And then we will also share the insights that we have gathered for almost a year project back in 2024, and we will also have a sneak peek of our main result, which is the PeerCollab handbook. And then the most interesting part, I would say, is learning from peers. We have the special guests joining us today from 5 projects that share the same passion, the same mission, which is to enhance engagement in higher educations. We have a representative from AI Leaders Project. We also have a representative from Shift Project, B Corp School, and Self-Assessment Mastery for Lifelong Learning in VED. And last but not least, from the European Social Innovation Campus. And then before we close the session, we're just going to have a little bit of a recap. And then again, try to actually see what can we actually bring home, take away from the conversation that we have today. So before we begin, I would like to set the tone for today's topic. So I created a very simple Mentimeter. I don't know if you are familiar with it. So Paula, if you can share the next slide, you can go to menti.com and use the code to join, or you can also use the QR code. And then we're going to start, the warm-up. So I'm going to share my screen right now. So you will be seeing can you see the Mentimeter? And give us a like, and Mentimeter, you can join either from your phone using the QR code, or I'm sorry, the QR code is no longer sure, but you can go to menti.com and use the code to join in using your phone, and then give us a thumb up so that I know that you are all there. So we have 5 people already joining in. So for those who have just joined, welcome. So we are now starting with a bit of a warm-up activity just to get the topic started. So if you can go to menti.com, you can join in using the code and then give us a like so we know that you are there. So it looks like 12 people are there. And then we can get started. Okay, then we can start a little bit by just to have a bit of a sense where everyone is. Can you write down from where you are joining us from? Could be the country, could be the city, could be exactly where you are in the building. That will be fun. Wow, Romania. Germany, Italy. We have also a colleague from Münster in Germany. Belgium. Good. I think mostly were from the countries of PeerCollab partners, with some from outside. Do you have a colleague from Poland? And probably not here today. Okay, then we can go to the next slide. If you are given the word engagement in higher education, can you choose one or two words that describe what it means to you? So it's not just engagement, but engagement in higher education. What does it mean to you? Doesn't need to be long sentences, one or two words, or if you need more than two words, you're more than welcome to do so. And then we'll see what kind of word cloud that will result from this. Learning, environment, involvement, experience, ready for future, inclusivity, sharing resources, improvement. So engagement in higher education, it means that we need to do a lot of improvement. I think that was what it meant. Connection, participation, and then we have, oh, agents of change. Interesting. Education, interaction. Yeah. Opportunity. Okay. And better future. Perfect. Now, if we can move to the next question. So, what do you think then drives student engagement in higher education? So, if you can think of any drivers or any sort of like a activities or any kind of approach that can increase student engagement in higher education, what could that be? Their peers, incentives, open dialogues, curiosity, motivation, job market. Okay. Equal opportunities, we have them here as well. Okay, thank you. Oops, I have someone who's just joining in. Transparency, words of encouragement. Yeah, I think these are one of the way that we can actually push more engagement with students. Okay, thank you. Then the next one. In what word describe, in one word, can you describe your ideal learning experience? So when we talk about an ideal learning experience or an ideal learning environment, so what could that be? It could be adjective, or if you need more than one word, you can do that as well, because sometimes it's a bit tricky to just describe something in one adjective. Practical, useful, safe. Yeah, agree. Motivating, inspiring, equal. It's a bit similar to what we actually talked about engagement before. Okay, then the next question. We want to know a little bit because we're going to talk about peer assessment today. We just want to know a little bit about your familiarity with the topic. So how familiar are you with peer assessment in higher education? If you can choose between not familiar, somewhat familiar, familiar, or you're an expert, very familiar. Wow, we have quite an expert here in the group. Okay, some that are not familiar, but I think that will be actually the reason why we're here, so that those who are expert in the topic can share a little bit of their experience. Those who are not familiar can also gain a little bit more awareness of what peer assessment and higher education is. Okay, thank you. Then the next questions for just in general, we just want to know if you have ever participated in a peer assessment, either as a student or as a teacher. So those who are expert probably have participated, that's for sure, but we just want to have a bit of a general overview of your experience with peer assessment. So we have more people who say yes. Okay, majority of you have been involved in peer assessment activities. Okay, thank you for your input. That's it, just to get a little bit of a general idea what we'll be talking about. So thank you for participating. Now I would like to give the floor to our project coordinator, Paula Esteban Manrique from the University of Victoria. I might not be able to pronounce it correctly in Spanish, so forgive me.
It's a university or Universidad Francisco de Vitoria.
Francisco de Vitoria. So
Yeah,
I will
we
give the
are
floor to you, Paula.
perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Safe. Well, yeah, I'm the coordinator of the project. I'm really happy to be here presenting the project to all of you. All the universities based in Madrid. So we're the Spanish partner. I'm gonna try not to talk a lot, even though probably you are going to see a lot of words and sentences in the screen. But I think that all of the information was useful. So at least if I don't speak through everything, you have the text and maybe you can read it really quickly. So first of all, the project borns from the necessity that we identify in our university of improving the quality of education and base the teaching in actual strategies that are effective for the learning of the students. So the overall objective of this project is to enhance the quality of education where every student learns meaningfully. So for that, our objective is to empower the educators and the lecturers in the university in this strategy so that they use it in their classes. So the slogan that you can see at the end of the slide, we created together at the first month of the project, thinking about like something similar as you just did in the Mentimeter, with which words do you think of about when you hear about the word peer assessment or something like that. So our slogan is shaping future-ready classroom and creating lasting positive change in education. So that will be our ultimate goal. So to achieve these goals, we created a path, really simple, and for to cover that path is mandatory that we have like a lot of partners involved in the project so that they can collaborate and they can provide input, and we have like more perspectives, so that we have partners from Germany, as if just told. QAIM is from Italy, the Square Dot team from Belgium, the University of Lodz from Poland, and as I said, UFV from Spain. So for this project, we just keep it like really simple. For the beginning, we started like for creating the handbook that we are going to present later. We started doing like a big needs analysis, and later on, I'm going to share the most important insights. Then with that and a simple desk research, we created this document. When we have this first more theoretical part, um, for the next activity, we are going to prepare more practical materials and a whole training program that each partner country is going to provide to some lecturers. Then the idea is that these lecturers uh, try to use peer assessment with their students for some time, and so that we have like proofs of what do they think about trying it. So we'll have some feedback after this activity. And well, in general, from the beginning till the end, we are constantly like sharing news about peer assessment, sharing news about the project, like announcing events and this kind of things. So at the end, we are going to share our LinkedIn and our website. So there you will be able to follow let's say the project with us. So actually, as I just mentioned, like our main deliverables and the things that are more useful that you are going to use, is the handbook of peer assessment and the training program. So just to finish introducing the project, things that you all are going to talk also about your project, sorry, is the transferability, the things that you can use of this project for other topics, because we know that the topic of this project is really specific, but it can be transferred to different educational levels and different, let's say, subjects, disciplines. But the idea is to give feedback to peers. So you can imagine like a lot of different situations here. And of course, you will have access to all the materials that we are going to prepare. It will be really nice if you are interested in the project and you think you can support the project, if you pay attention to the news of the project and you share your feedback when it's necessary, or if one of us share with you a questionnaire to just like know your opinion about something, it will be great. And the same for collaboration opportunities. If you think that you with this project you can collaborate to provide like a better training programs for lecturers, or we can transfer, for example, this project to a new project regarding, for example, creating a new digital tool regarding peer assessment. So how we can use it, peer assessment, with a new tool, because right now we don't have like a specific digital tool for peer assessment. We can use some, as for example, Mentimeter, but no, it's not really specific. So I'm going to be really quickly in this, because I think we are more or less in time like for the next person talking. But one of our first activities, and I just saw, is just like to do an proper needs analysis, so that we really know, not just for the research and what science says, so that for our own participating organizations, which is more or less the levels in these countries, of knowing peer assessment, if they practice it. So the responses in general were like really positive. So we have like a lot of answers, and we kind of have like a really good, let's say, insights to think about when we prepare the handbook. So in general, both students and lecturers think that peer assessment has a lot of potential and is not something that is harmful for the learning, but it has like a lot of technicalities that it can make difficult to implement it. Like in the difference between like the participating countries in the project is that more in Spain and in Poland that in Germany, Belgium, and Italy, they implement it more. So they have like more acceptance and they practice it more. But in all cases, they are open to it. For I'm going to go for like important points that we conclude after doing this needs analysis is like in general the students prefer that only the person, so the other student that is going to receive the feedback is the only one that sees it, because they are kind of afraid that the professor sees this feedback. And also they are more motivated. They prefer that the assessment doesn't become with a grade. They are more, they care more about the content of the feedback. And for the students, they all declare that it's really important that they understand the purpose of doing peer assessment. Also, the students, even they think this, they still prefer, or they still trust more about the feedback of the lecturers, because they think that they are like more objective, and that the lecturer has more criteria. So the best would be to combine both of the feedbacks, the professional one and the peer-to-peer feedback. Then one important thing, one important conclusion was that peer assessment is like really beneficial, not only for the assessment itself, but it can build like a lot of different competencies, like a social competencies. And one really important here is to really, let's say, to develop, to know how to really provide feedback and how to transmit in the best way the information that they want to transmit and want to be helpful for the other person. And this also helps strengthening the self-confidence. So other competencies that are developed helping like with peer assessment is like the students learn from each other. The responsibility also is really important, the critical thinking, reflection, this kind of things. And the lecturer can also like gain new insights from this, because they can see misunderstandings, for example, from seeing the assessment that one student gives to another one. So in general, the barriers that both students and lecturers sees for implementing peer assessment is the fairness about this strategy, the quality of the feedback. Actually, Also, the lecturers are really worried about that the students don't have the criteria. They are not experts in the topic or that they are giving feedback. And actually, lecturers, as always, like time is really, maybe they think at the beginning when they are not expert that it is really time demanding. And for next steps, like most of them suggest like these points, so they are open to have a training in the topic. They think that with technological support it will be more easy if, for example, in Canva or Moodle, these LMS, they have like an option more automatically that so that they have to do less to send, for example, the students other students tasks or something like that. They would love to see like concrete examples and positive examples. It will be like nice to have it incorporated, but really gradually. So more or less that will be all. So sorry for all the talking, but I hope that is useful. But actually we have, before giving the word to my colleague, we have uploaded this the whole report of the needs analysis to our website. So if you are interested in this, please check the website. And now I'm giving the word to Tiziana, my colleague of QA. So please, Tiziana, go. Hello.
I think you're muted,
No,
Tiziana.
okay, now yes. Sorry.
Okay.
I was
Sorry,
mute.
I was worried actually that I was talking all alone.
No, no, no. I'm here. No, hello, thank you, Paola. I'm Tiziana Campisi from the consortium of university based in Rome. The name is QUIM. On behalf of the PeerCollab consortium, I'm glad to present the peer assessment handbook, our first output. This document would like to guide the lecturer to adopt a new effective teaching approach based, as we know, as Paula presented now, to the peer assessment method. So this document is not a very large document, but very, very detailed. We have 50 pages of guideline, example, and tips, 8 sections with the 2 annexes with example. So in the first 4 section, you can discover the peer assessment and how to transform your teaching method to a learning effective method. So a very switch off of mindset. So here you can find the definition, also many feedback and the idea how to approach this method. From the other 3 sections, from the 5 and 7 sections, you can please switch to the next slide. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
You
sorry.
can don't worry. You can find the peer collaboration methodology explained in detail, also with this the approach we suggest in our project. Everything is related to the how to involve the student. So these 3 sections are very focused on the student engagement and how to approach the teaching in a cooperative methodology. In the last section, the 8th section, here you can find the teaching practice. So you can transform your teaching method into the peer assessment method with any element you need to use this approach. In particular, the last sentence here you can see assessment is not a judgment, it's a dialogue, is one the word already find in the Mentimeter, because it is the one key of success of this approach. So you can find the document in our website because it's available, and it's a first version. So we like to have also your feedback about the document, and please text us and send us an email with your opinion for the handbook, in particular if you are going to use it. That's all from my side.
Thank you, Tiziana. I'm gonna leave this screen for a couple of seconds, so that way you can access the handbook and also the feedback form if you would like to have it and provide feedback. For the next part, we have the presentation of, I think the first one is the AI Leaders Project. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. I wasn't sharing my screen.
I was, Paula, so
Sorry.
no problem.
I actually thought that I was sharing my screen and I was like passing the all the slides, and I was like seeing only the presentation. But that's why I also was saying I'm gonna leave this slide for 1 second. So but well, so the first project is AI Leaders. So I think, yeah, Erin is the one. Yeah, thank you.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, and you can see this also in presentation mode, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Yes, great.
Perfectly.
Thanks. Got the thumbs up. Okay. Thank you for letting us participate in this event. That's wonderful. I'm very excited to be here. As was already mentioned, I'm going to present quickly the AI Leaders Project. The full title of this project is the Ethical AI for Future Business Leaders. And we believe that the future of education is with AI, but that AI must be ethical. This is an Erasmus Plus cooperation partnerships project, and we have a team of 6 partners from 6 different countries, being Poland, Spain, Portugal, Germany, Ireland, and Denmark. And I think some of these partners are familiar to those attending this webinar. Yes, it's a small world as big as it is. And this project is a 2-year project, and it will be ending, unfortunately, this year, because it's been such a pleasure to work on. The main objectives that we have are to improve AI education by promoting ethical and applied use of AI. And we are aiming to teach both the ethical principles and practical applications of AI in higher education, and to prepare future business leaders and help them develop and apply AI solutions. Because as we know, you can't get around AI anymore. And our target groups are mainly in business and management fields, and those would be the lecturers, educators, students, researchers, and educational service providers. And we have several results in this project. In our first main work package, we have a state-of-the-art review, several case studies focused on AI-related businesses and their success stories. And we also have AI in business and management toolkit. We also have open educational resources, which are complemented by a teacher's guide, helping teachers to use those resources in their classrooms. And finally, we have a hackathons methodology and guide, and we will be conducting hackathons in the next couple of months with students from universities in Spain, Portugal, and Poland. And some potential synergies we have. So for our teacher's guide and open educational resources on the use of AI in different business domains, those are ready for reuse. And we also have this hackathons methodology and guide, which is also ready for reuse at the university level or a project level. We have finished our pilot testing for the OERs, but we would be very glad if people continued using them. They are high quality and were a lot of work. And also the hackathon methodology and guide is currently being pilot tested over the next month or two, as I've just said. And we would also be very grateful for any dissemination of project results, which can be found on our website, aileaders.org. And yes, collaboration opportunities, always very important, cross-project exchange on ethical AI and business education. And we have successfully submitted another proposal. AI researchers came out of the AI Leaders Project. That is all from my end. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Erin.
We have from ESG Impact Index in Higher Education, or in short, we call it SHIFT. We have our colleague Adekola, who will present it to us today. Adekola, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Abe, and thank you, everyone. Can you see my presentation?
Yeah, but
Yes.
I think it's on the editing mode rather than the presentation. Oh, no, but now it is in the presentation mode. Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. And thank you to the PeerCollab Consortium for giving us the opportunity to be part of this Erasmus Day webinar. I'm in this meeting on behalf of the SHIFT Consortium, and I will be presenting to you what the SHIFT project is all about and opportunities for collaboration or synergy that could be involved. So before I go into the project itself, a little bit background information is that there is a consensus and we can all agree that universities are supposed to do more than teaching and research. In fact, they're supposed to contribute to society, contribute to the sustainable development goals. And ESG fits perfectly with the sustainable development goals. E stands for environmental, S stands for social, and G stands for governance. So basically, universities are supposed to manage their impact on the environment in terms of waste management, in terms of water, in terms of energy. S for social, universities are supposed to treat people fairly and with equity, treat students, treat staff, and treat the communities that they are situated in. And G, universities are supposed to govern fairly in terms of transparency, ethics, and inclusivity and participation. So this is a proven fact that we all know. However, most universities do not know how to measure how well they are doing in these areas. So this is the need that brought about the SHIFT project. And the SHIFT project basically means ESG Impact Index in higher education. The project is an Erasmus Plus project comprising 8 partners from 7 different countries. It's a 3-year project and it's going to come to an end soon in February 2026. Like I said earlier, the main objective of the project is to equip higher education institutions on how they can contribute to the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals, and the means through which they will do that is by focusing on the ESGs. Second objective is to equip higher education students, staff, and researchers on how to monitor ESGs and how to implement ESGs. The target group of this project include students, academics, researchers, and staff. Our main result in this project would be the ESG Impact Index open access platform. So basically, this result would be a free-to-use platform that universities all over the world can go to, input more information, and see how well they are performing in these areas in terms of environment, social, and governance. We also produce open educational resources that support students and academics on how they can improve on their ESG contributions. The synergies that could be involved in this project, we start with the transferability, the platform and the resources that we're developing in this project supports data-driven monitoring of sustainability at the institutional level. Also, the resources we're producing, particularly the university ESG awareness game, it's a simple game that helps players make decisions and immediately see the consequence of the decisions they are making. The support that we need in this project is whenever we complete the development of the ESG platform, that you kindly help us in testing and piloting the index. And one way to do that is by following the project. Opportunities that we can work together is when a project or proposal arises on the topic of sustainability, we are more than happy to jump in. And also we are happy to support in collaboration in terms of dissemination and data collection on what you are doing that is within the framework of sustainability in higher education. So basically, this is the overview of the SHIFT project. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Adekola.
Thanks.
Okay, so we've got from ethical engineer, from AI to ESG, and next we have from B Corp School. So I will give the floor to you.
Hi, everyone. Could you see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I'm Elisa Rossetto, and I work at Invent Innovation Lab, and today I'm going to talk about the B Corp School project. InventoLab is a social enterprise and B Corp since 2017, accredited by the Ministry of Education, and we deal with regenerative consulting and regenerative entrepreneurship education. B Corp School is the first regenerative activism and entrepreneurship initiative in which students from schools, but also university, become protagonists and activators of change in their local area, together with a network of B Corp and benefit companies. Every company and organization can adopt local schools and launch its own challenge that born from a real need or problem within the company or the local area, to which students respond with a startup projects that's innovative but also sustainable. The goal of the project is inspiring new generation of changemakers. The program spreads awareness and understanding of B values, promoting also the creation of a system B involving companies, institutions, schools, and also relevant actors in the movement. In addition, we increase and develop transversal skills that are functional to personal growth, satisfaction, and self-awareness to counter phenomena such as NEET. In the end, we support students who aim to use business as a force for positive impact, providing also a regenerative approach and mindset to entrepreneurship. About the program and methods, before the project starts, there is a training for teachers, And then from January to May, there are 6 phases of the program, and in the end, the Changemaker competition. Here are some photos. And the Changemaker competition is an inspirational and competitive event in which students could present their startup with an elevator pitch, followed by a Q&A session with a panel of experts from the sustainability world who select the winners for each category. And this year, the final competition took place in Parma. That's the European Youth Capital 2027. The program B Corp School is applicable to any school level from middle school to university, and the project is validated internationally. The project offers professional training opportunities for teachers who become a part of a huge community. In addition, we have an open access materials in our e-learning platform Invento School. The project is developed in co-design with teachers and schools, meaning it can be personalized. And B Corp School is also a network of experts from the positive and regenerative business, and but also B Corp, benefit companies, institution, local foundation, university, and university professors. Here are some data, some numbers, and some examples. Here we have an example of startup, Ecosyn, a biobrick made of natural components created using a photosynthetic bacterium that is able to transform semi-liquid mixtures into a resistant solid, while at the same time capturing CO2 present in the air. Another example, and here are our contacts, the website, and social media. So thank you for the attention.
Thank you, Elisa. That's such a very diverse initiative. Very interesting to actually see how we can actually push engagement and create impact in many different areas. Thank you. Next, we have another inspiring project as well that we would like to share. We have now in the focus on VET rather than higher education, we have self-assessment mastery for lifelong learning in FET, or in short, it calls SAFET.
Medium. Yeah. I think she's trying to share her screen. Medium. Okay, it's my guest project, so let me call her. And maybe we can go for the last project and we will come back because maybe she has a problem.
Yeah, perfect. Then we can then go to the next one, European Social Innovation Campus, or ESIC. So I will give the floor to our colleague in Belgium, or from our colleague in Belgium, I think the project.
If you're talking about the European, so it's going to be Romania.
Romania, sorry, no, but I think it was a colleague from Belgium was the one who invited. Sorry.
It's no problem. My name is Juliana. I am working at Bukovina Institute Association in Suceava, Romania, and we are part of the ESC consortium. So I am going to present it for you today. I'm going to share my screen. I'm just going to take a second and say thank you for the opportunity to present it here today, among all these other projects. Okay, please let me know if you see my screen.
It's loading, I think. Yeah.
Now you're fine? One second. Okay, I'm not able to see you, so if you have any questions afterwards, okay. So today I'm going to present to you European Social Innovation Campus project with our logo, like super impactful change. Here I added our website and LinkedIn, but actually at the end of the a team of 15 partners from 10 countries, so it's a big consortium. The project started in 2023 in June and will end in 2027. It's quite a long project. As part of the consortium, I told you we are 15 partners from 10 countries. We have a large diversity of backgrounds when it comes to our partners. We have 5 universities. One of those is the coordinating partner, the one from Finland, the Dacre University of Applied Sciences. Then we have the University of Tallinn from Estonia, Odyssey University from Belgium. From Norway, we have the University of Southern and Eastern Norway, and Eurexiem, an European Research Institute from Italy. We have vet providers from Spain, Romania, and Finland as well as local authorities from Italy, from Trento. Our association is part of the labor market actors, among some other partners from Italy, Estonia, Ukraine, actually, and Ireland. And one European network, which is the EUCLID network, which is the European Social Enterprise Network. As focus areas and main objectives, the ESIC project idea is to offer knowledge about social innovation and emerging skills in this field of social economy. Another objective is to generate a curricula about the social economy and the curricula to be differentiated for different AQF levels. Then we're thinking about transnational education and training content for teachers and educators, and to provide information about the social economy as an inspiring career choice. We have the target group, which is a wide one. We aim for the higher education students, vocational students, teachers and educators, social entrepreneurs, and actually even managers. And as the main result, we aim to support talent and competencies of 5% of the European workers and entrepreneurs in the social economy sector every year. And we are tackling the challenges of skill mismatches by crafting new learning programs. And at this point, our learning modules, we're trying to make them to be tailored for various profiles, from entrepreneurs, managers, innovators, and others. And the idea for sustainability is to build a European network to promote social entrepreneurship and the social economy as a great choice for those who want to make a difference. So our goal is to encourage, especially young people, that's why we spoke about higher education students, to develop new ideas and start their own initiatives all over Europe. As for transferability, all the materials that we will develop throughout this project, and here we are talking about 5 main modules or courses that we are thinking at the end to transfer them into a master's program in all the partner countries. Here we have courses as modular vet and higher education program, social entrepreneurship reskilling program, flexible learning modules, incubation and acceleration, guidance service module, and they will be available after piloting on our website. And they will be, as for the transferability, they will be scaled up to more EQF levels. For the support, we have the stakeholders who helped complete surveys, helped us doing research throughout focus groups, and they help us disseminate the project results. When we talk, actually, for the ESIC project, the stakeholders had a really great impact. As for the sustainability of the project, we created in each partner's country a local stakeholder committee, which university provider to help us validate the new competencies that come up from the project, and I'll be a partner that can help us disseminate the project. In this way, we can be more effective when it comes to a dissemination of the projects and results at the national level. And then we have the piloting of the projects courses that we have now by educators, practitioners, and students. And for the collaboration opportunities, we collaborate with universities to develop, as I said before, masters on social innovation. Also, we work with vet providers for a non-formal course on social innovation and with social entrepreneurs to develop the social economy sector throughout social innovation. And at the end, at the moment, we are working on a competence survey, which aims to be completed by practitioners, educators, and students. If you scan this, you will get up on our website, and you will have the link for each survey, which is translated into 10 languages, I think, European languages. So it's easy for people to complete. And I added at the end our website, the project website, project LinkedIn page, on which we post all the updates that are going on with the project, now being in the second year of the project, and a lot of things are starting to take shape. And of course, our organization personal Facebook page, where we post everything about other Erasmus projects that we have and national projects that are ongoing. So this was all from our side.
Perfect. Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you.
So last but not least, the self-assessment project. Let's see if now it works, because she was talking, but I couldn't hear her. Okay. We are seeing your screen, Miriam, but could you talk so that we prove if we can hear you? I can't hear her. And the rest of you? I don't know why. No, we don't see you and we don't hear you. Maybe you can try to leave the meeting and join again. Okay, I think she's trying to do that. Let's give her a minute. Okay. Now we can see you. No. I see that you are moving your lips. Do you have maybe your headphones? No. And your phone? And try to connect with your phone and I can share my screen. So maybe we can. Technical issues. No. 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 I answer you because I see that you're moving your lips. But do you have your phone with you? Because maybe you can connect and use the microphone of the phone. I can send you the link actually. Yes. I read your mind. Sorry for this, but we are going to give her a couple of minutes so that she also has the same opportunity as the rest. Can you join with the mobile? No, I can't hear you. If not, let's try. Maybe this is not the best option, but oh, okay. Now I think let's try. Miriam, you can talk.
Okay, you can hear me now?
Yes,
Yes.
Okay.
finally.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
Don't worry.
So I'm going to. You can see my screen?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Well, sorry for the problems. And I'm going to make a quick presentation of this project. It's called Self-Assessment in VET, and the full name is Self-Assessment Mastery for Lifelong Learning in VET. And if we had to summarize all the project in one sentence, it could be empowering VET teachers, enhancing lifelong learning. This project is a small scale partnership, and is a partnership of 3 different countries: RISO in Belgium, Malta Vocational in Malta, and Asociación Aprendizaje Activo in Spain. This project lasts 18 months, and it ends in December of 2026. And you have here the social media of 2 of the partners if you want to check. The main objectives for this project is assure the quality in VET and improve VET teachers' competencies in self-assessment to guide their students in to be able to practice self-regulated learning. Also create a culture in which the students can be able to regulate learning and adaptability. And we hope with these strategies and practice prepare the students for the dynamic and changing and challenging future. The target groups, the primarily target group are VET teachers, and the secondary target group are researchers, administrators, government officials, educational companies and service providers, And the ultimate target group that can be beneficiary of this project are VET students. The main result that we want to achieve is create a comprehensive self-assessment playbook and share it, create teacher training programs, and carry out real-world pilots in classroom with real students and teachers to check the real impact of self-assessment, and create self-assessment templates with high quality, for example, rubrics, scripts, or checklists. And how can we make sure to transfer this project? The first thing is adapt all the deliverables in several languages, in English and the partner's language. And the second is create an open access materials like playbook, training programs, and templates that it will be available anytime for use. We need the support of the associated partners and educational stakeholders, especially with the feedback, and validate and share the project results. The teachers that pilot the self-assessment materials, and policy level support. And to this project maybe allows us to new opportunities to collaborate, maybe in project focus on digital learning, effective teaching strategies, and inclusive education, professional develop of teachers at different educational levels, and last, create and improve digital tools for peer assessment. Okay, so I hope you find interest in this project, and if you want to know more about this, you can check the social media I share you at the first.
Thank you, Miriam.
Thank you.
So yeah, before we do the closing, I just realized that probably it would be good. We have heard about your initiative, about your project, but we haven't really heard much about you personally. So that's why I thought that if you'd like to go to the chat and try to introduce yourself and see, if you would like to collaborate even more, if you want to leave your email address. So if there is a way that we can, build collaboration after this, you are more than welcome to leave a message in the chat. So Paula and the rest, I think it's a little bit over than an hour, but I think for an online event, I think it's something that is normal. It's always difficult to actually keep it short, but I'm very happy to hear from.
Surprise, actually.
Yes. So yeah, just before we would like to close again, thank you very much for being here today. I think it's not just about the PeerCollab project, but again, celebrating the Erasmus program. I think it's the beauty of the EU projects. We do not just work on our initiatives, but we share and we learn from each other. And then at the same time, how can we actually build a tangible impact, not only through the project results that we create, but also the connections that we make. So it's wonderful to see all of you today. And then on behalf of the PeerCollab team, we'd like to say thank you for the guest speakers, partners, and other participants. And then, yeah, again, Paula, if you would like to say the last word, and I have the screen here so that you can see, for example, our website and our LinkedIn group, but I would leave Paula to close the event today.
Yes, just the same words. Thanks to everybody. I really enjoyed this webinar. Yeah, just keep following the news in our LinkedIn group and our website. And I'm gonna share actually the link via the chat. So if you are not able to scan the the QR code right now. You can access via chat, and that will be all. Thanks also for not only for joining, but also for pitching all of your interesting projects. So I hope everybody learns something today. Thanks for everything. See you soon, hopefully.
Sorry, one last thing. I'm sorry, I was supposed to say, for those who like to have an attendance of a certificate of attendance for joining the webinar, we can also issue one. You can just write to peercollab@acu.org. I can just put it the email address there, so you can just put your full name, your institution name. We can also give like certificate of attendance. So, okay.
Great idea, actually.
Thank you, everybody. I'll see you
Hi,
soon.
I just want to
yeah.
say one small thing.
Yeah.
I'm from Square the Team, and I just want to say a very big thank you to Juliana, that is our partner from Bukovina, and I will also upload their presentation so you can have their information and follow their project as well. And maybe we can share our presentations with all the participants that were today. So we can share our projects and give visibility to them.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's great. Actually, for everybody to see, I just think that maybe it's a good idea that we upload the recording to the YouTube account that we created for the PeerCollab project. So we'll share with everybody the link to the YouTube video and the link of the presentation.
Yeah, we will send a follow-up email.
Yeah,
Great.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
Have a lovely afternoon.
Thank
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.